to respect the fact that that could happen.
Yeah.
Now, look at Omega. Respect is real as they banned out that Yi Shin.
Yep, I like it. I like the reaction on that Yi Sun-shin. It's not something that's an overreaction because really, seriously,
It is.
when Omega gets that, they get so much vision.
When Onic,
And sorry, when Onic gets that, they get so much vision, and not to mention that Onic just plays well with it with the damage output. So great ban on that Yi Sun-shin. Still going down hard on the side laners as usual in the draw ahead, of course. We still don't want any of those big jungle invades that we usually see.
Okay, this is weird.
Yeah, they're looking at each other in a weird way.
And they
it
were
froze
caught by
there.
the camera. Right?
Yeah, and it froze there. That was a funny take. Now, next bans most likely can still revolve around some of the heroes. I would still not want to give Farsa over to Onic because some teams, they kind of just mess around with the Farsa for wave clear, but Onic really does play into that high damage output hero very, very well.
Oh my. There it is, Uranus as the respect ban. Thumbs is also available, but they go Hilda. So this is a J special.
Obviously, right? That is a very classic hero for Jay. Not gonna be surprised by a lot of invades in the early stages of the game because of this.
Yeah.
That's just the way Jay plays it.
Yeah. So look at this. Onic PH, they're opening up Cho, Farsa, Khalid,
Way too many opens. Though.
and Ruby. And they're letting Omega pick. I want Omega to be smart about this. Do not overload on the meta heroes. It would be bad for them.
Yeah, especially that Yu Zhong, which
Yeah.
did well. It did well, but man, that was so
Do
difficult.
not be tempted into taking that Yuzhong plus Khalid, for example. Do not do that.
Yeah.
Or Ruby plus Khalid. So they go Thumbs Roger.
Okay, that's not bad.
I
That's-
love
that's
it.
not
It's
bad.
so good.
I mean, that's exactly what a lot of teams are starting to go into, right? I mean, they get a very healthy win rate hero for themselves, which is the FAMs, and they also go for the special, Haji special as well, the Roger.
And the problem I have with this Hilda first pick for Onic PH is that it just makes it so that if they pick the Khalid, it's not an open pick anymore. It's like absolutely a tank Hilda and a side lane Khalid. It's
For sure.
okay. It's okay.
It's gonna be a fair fight,
Yeah.
I would say, right? It's not like one team got ahead over the other.
Yeah.
It's still a fair fight for me, especially this Hilda. That means that Onic is not gonna be playing
Yep.
like they were playing earlier.
Oh, alright.
But
So Khalid
now-
Farsa, I like it.
Speaking of earlier, these are heroes that were picked earlier as well, and they'll be having fun with it. And
Yep.
as I said, they should have banned out the Farsa. I feel like I still stand by that. I
Yep.
feel like Omega might have let that go way too much.
Yep, I agree. I think that them getting the Thams and the Roger is good. I think they closed this early picks with the Cho. Still
Yeah, go ahead.
head up.
That is not bad. I don't want
Yep.
I don't want the show to be banned though, right?
But I feel that this Farsa is just too much of a comfort for Onic PH right now. And not only that, it's also one of those OP heroes, right? So it's really good to get it. So they go channel.
Okay, this is good. They're actually pretty good. Although they could have reserved their support role for later, but running the risk of it getting banned is not something that they want to deal with. And finally, Omega has something with range to add to their table, so it's not going to be as bad as earlier. They're not going to get stuck in the ditch with melee heroes. Finally.
Well, now, I like the Lancelot man, by the way. Cute. It just Lancelot is probably the only threat now for the lineup of Omega when it comes to the carry position. And
Yeah.
I wonder what Onic PH will do with this. Because they already have the Farsa. Are they gonna pick up the Yuzhong as their last pick? That makes me wonder. Or
Man.
something like Alice, actually.
The Yuzhong is going to go through for sure. I think
Yeah.
at this one, it doesn't make sense to ban the Yuzhong in the later stages of the game when you have so much more to ban.
I think you ban Cho for Onic PH.
Yeah.
And they ban Alice themselves.
Okay, so that's fine. That's fine. Again, you don't want to
Understandable.
You don't want to have too much of You don't want to deal too much on the magic damage side, and that Alice you can just leave it on the lane for a long time. That's usually one way that Omega won a few of their games.
So they ban out all of the heroes of Wonderful. Wise.
A pure wise ban, almost. Half of the bans, more than half of the bans are focused on the carry role. Not to mention they pick a carry first. That means it's gonna be up to Wise to go back
Nice
to
Ruby ban. I like it. So you forced Omega to pick the Cho.
Yeah, that's a Cho pick, right?
Yeah.
That's all automatically a Cho pick.
Yeah. Won't make sense if it isn't.
Looking for a Wise hero here.
Yeah, that's also what I'm thinking about. How if Omega does pick up the Cho now, I think Harith is not gonna be the choice for Onic PH.
Yeah,
there's
not
just Cho.
Harith. Please, not Harith.
So as expected,
Let's
it's
go for
Cho.
carry, I guess. Yeah, expected on the Cho.
Yeah.
Good call on the Cho.
No,
That's
man.
there's just no choice for them. They have to.
You mentioned the carry. I think I like it here. Lineup of Omega. Helkert.
There you go. We back, boy.
Helkert.
man.
Helkert side lanes against the Chang'e makes a lot of sense. It's also good against the Roger.
Yep. Coach would be proud with if he sees
Yeah.
us right now.
Yeah, I know.
Coach would be so proud of us.
That's right.
The predictions are too
prediction-
easy to make on
All
this
right.
game.
So what do you do now if you're Omega? Do you get the...
Oh boy.
I think you get something like Akai, honestly. You're forced to pick up the Akai for Omega.
Yeah, that's gonna be an Akai pick, possibly. Or if not, Hylos or I'm still looking for it's either Baksha, Akai Baksha, or the last pick. One more pick. Let me think about that very well.
I think Baksha is bad.
Yeah, but we just got word that this got
Popol and Koopa.
Popol and Koopa.
Oh, I love it.
Okay, here we
We're
go.
gonna
Let's
see it
go
at-
into the game.
Oh no, they're not gonna do it. Ayakuna's gonna
It's
start
a
in the jungle.
normal. It's a normal jungling
Come
Helkert.
on.
What is this? Come
Come
on.
on.
It's not efficient.
Yeah.
I have to say, it's not efficient. We've seen it before in Season 1. Well, jungle
Yeah.
wasn't as tanky before.
Look at this. A double. The two supports are in the middle.
Yeah, they're basically just... They're just stopping Onic PH
One-
from advancing.
1-2-1 with one jungle. How do you say this? 1-2-1-1? Is that the rotation now?
1-2-1-1. Yeah.
But the problem is, look at this. Wise is in a very unfamiliar plane at the top lane.
It is.
Getting bullied up there against a Chang'e. Chang'e is a big lane bully, obviously.
Yep. And it's contrary to our prediction where it might go mid lane. No, they
Yeah.
want to funnel everything into Roger. All the gold in the middle, all the gold in the jungle goes to Roger, while the rest of the side lanes get cleaned up
Yeah.
by the FAMs and this
Oh,
jungle.
they are so aggressive into the bottom lane. How do you feel about Yaknu back in a core spot? I love it.
Yeah, it's very weird. At the same time, it's not out of character.
Oh.
But because of that, First Blood will go over to the early game squad, which is Onic PH. Now they will.
Venus the queen, while Jay is just being that pain in the backside of Omega.
Yep.
It seems. Look at the goldie of Onic PH all of a sudden. It's
Yeah, 4.9k versus 4.1k.
That's amazing.
It's a pretty solid place to
Wow.
be in.
I can't believe that they're doing it to a team like Omega.
Yeah, who's usually so good at the macro game.
Yeah.
So you gotta wonder, where are these things coming from here for
Yeah.
Omega, for Onic PH rather. And not to mention, they are running a carry, which is not supposed to scale well. It's not supposed to have a great early game.
So the trade-off between Chang'e as well as this carry is that the carry can take the jungle easier than the Chang'e by
Yep.
her alone. Maybe if the Chang'e gets a level 4, that's an easy jungle taker. But Onic PH are actually just getting so much gold in these early stages of the game.
Yeah, I think that's from a lot of pressure here on the bottom side. We'll see that Heap cannot really deal with it without their ultimate
No!
yet. Dark Knight falls. They don't know where Venus is coming from, and they don't know how to react.
God. That was one of the best executions in the early stages of the game. Every single skill makes a lot of sense when it was used.
Yep, it's synced up, right? They sync up well. Dark Knight falls, and then the Feathered Airstrike. They don't know how to dodge it, and it got maximum efficiency.
Oh my god, I can't believe that Onic PH can pull that off. This is probably why they used it in game number 2 instead of game number 1. Imagine, them up against Omega. They showed that they will be just funneling. This 1-3-1 old style meta.
Yeah, watch
Yaknu,
this.
the dead the Poison, Stinger, and the Silence, the Raging Sandstorm, the Dark Knight Falls, and
Look at that.
wonderful display of Mobile Legends action coming out from Onic-PH.
Omega looked confused
They are.
in that one. They didn't know how to go in. They didn't know who to attack and prioritize at that point. Not to mention, they were blinded by Dark Knight Falls, which is something you don't see on our video.
Yeah.
But it is. It's so confusing if you're Omega right now.
Yeah, definitely. The big victory for Onic-PH. Nevertheless, Omega is still at it. The second round of buffs we go. And I think the push from the top lane is there, but Heath might have mispositioned himself up top.
He's going to be able to at least dodge on now there with the G-Tune, though, able to get out of harm's way. But again, the follow-up is still here for Onic. Going in for the chase. Oh my Venus is so aggressive. Flicker in with the Wings by Wings. Following up with Wise as well.
What?
This squad is playing like a madman.
They're playing like how they play in the MPL Season 4, where they in the words of Bane, they fight like a younger man. Nothing held back.
Yeah, exactly. Back on their prime, back in their youth, when they used to be the unstoppable force of MPL.
Wait, did I see Oh My Venus pick up the Clock of Destiny this early?
4 minutes, 4.5 minutes.
Wow.
That's not bad. That's actually that's beautifully done. That's because of the assist and the kills, right? That's 202.
And look at this. Oh My Venus doesn't even have the mystery shop, and that's how farmed Onic-PH is.
Yeah, impure rage, bro.
Oh my god.
It's like, whoa.
I can't believe what I'm seeing. Is this the new trend? Is this the new rotation? Iyaknu, the jungler, and Weiss, the marksman. 2 supports in the middle, while Jay is just doing his thing.
Well, that seems to be the case. I mean, it is working. This is what? 1-2-2, 1-2-1-1?
Yeah.
The 1-2-1-1.
1-2-1-1.
That is just unheard of, actually, right?
Yeah.
We were talking about this before the game started.
Yeah.
We were talking about like
something
dedicated
new,
junglers.
right?
Can they pull off something new? Can the junglers actually be a jungler? And Onic-PH is showing that even though it's not as fast as the usual funnel, they can make it work. They can get ahead in gold. And they're doing it very well. That's a kick back onto the targets by Heath, and it's not going to happen. Not at all at this point. And there's no follow-up from Omega here. They're all busy trying to get some gold back. And the Rage Sassel for D-Lar. That's a lot of ultras being used up here. Omega gonna be able to dodge on out of there, but he evaporated.
Oh my god!
In sand. Oh my god! Back ashes to ashes. For that show, very rarely happens.
Very rarely happens.
Who sees Cho getting
Raptor
evaporated?
Machete jungling Hellcurt. Welcome back to the meta, you creepy crawler, you.
Yeah, creepy crawler.
It's
something.
creepy crawler. Man, back in the basement. Remember, MPL Season 1, I had to grind from the depths of being warrior until the epic, and my best friend was Hellcurt.
Yeah, so easy to dominate games as long as you know what you're doing, as long as you know how to get the objectives, get the buffs early, and you know, just absorb the XP. Even if you're like warrior elite, you can use that here.
Yeah, and if all else fails, you can just split push. And I'm telling you, a lot of stars went to my favor just because of that split pushing technique. And also the Deadly Poison Stinger back then, there was a different jungling item. Like the most beautiful, most fluid, most well-executed jungler take that we saw.
I think so. It's the fastest one that can clear. I mean, usually they take a lot of time.
That's right. And it's a natural.
It feels natural, and they're getting kills at the same time.
Dark Knight falls out when they clash in, and Omega can't do anything.
Yeah, there's there's very little things that they can do, actually, that Omega can do to counter this, especially at this point in the game. The best thing that Omega can do at this point is to just turtle up. Yeah, they have to just turtle up and just hope that Onic-PH makes a mistake. There's no way they can do this proactively. Like, even right now, they're going for J. Everyone feels like they're getting wrapped around. The follow-up is way too slow, though, for Onic, which is a bit surprising. They were near, and they were busy for going for the minions instead.
I guess the decision there for Onic-PH was, okay, give them what they have. I mean, the Dark Knight Falls is not available. That's probably why they felt they didn't feel as confident as the previous clashes. I want to say though, the minus physical defense of the Raptor Machete is activated as well, triggered by the deadly poison stingers.
Right, exactly.
Because that was the classic combo before, right? That was the idea when you go for the jungling item from seasons back, and you take down your enemies with this Hellcurt.
And there you go, another kick into the Heath. This is a very proactive move from Omega here, trying to go for hard engages right off the bat. But Oh My VS is the one who gets the kills in the end. Heath basically kicked himself into death against Omega there, and it's gonna be a kill. Doshi almost insta-kill there by Iaknu. That was almost one Deadly Poison Stinger kill. Even with the shield from the Chang'e passive, from the Chang'e second.
And you think about it, this is not even the best place for Onic-PH. They still have good late game with this Wise, Electro
right?
Flash carry, right?
Yes.
Man.
Manjin's so proud, man. It's just
This is Manjin's
the way
meta.
to go. Yeah, this is Manjin's meta right now. And a lot of people are very happy to see Carry back, for sure. Like, Carry, welcome back into MPL, right? It's been a while.
I can't imagine the pubs right now.
For sure. Last time Carry was used in the MPL was, of course, with NXP.
Yeah.
I think they used it as well against, if not Execration, I think they used it against Omega as well, I think. I don't know, I'm not sure, I'll have to double check. But Raging Sandstorm into everyone actually hits a lot of targets, but there's no follow-up. And Iaknu has to run and gun and going for the... It's been a while.
What is this?
It's been a while since I've seen that. It's so satisfying. Yeah, that is what you actually call an assassination. It's been a while.
Here's the thing, Rockhart. You know what? The past Hellcurt performances that we saw, they aren't perfect when it comes to landing those deadly poison stingers, right?
Yes.
I haven't seen Iaknu miss the deadly poison stinger.
Good point. Even if he's about to die, he always hits someone.
Yeah.
He gets him low, even Heath. So, wow.
Oh my god.
You talk about assassins.
I just want to see.
Wow.
Look at Heath.
Heath
Can't even
oh
man
my
up.
gosh.
Can't even man up.
He can't really sustain against the damage of a carry while you're trying to execute a kick. That's not going to happen.
The Hellcurt isn't even there yet.
Yep, he's not there, and he is doing a little bit of work on the bottom side. That's a big minion going down. And the big minions are still streaming in for a second wave here. They could do something with this push. Even the Cauldron Inferno activated on that FAM's not going to be enough. Dark Knight falls to go for the push. They don't want to go for the kills. They want to go for the push instead. And that was a big psyche here for Onic-PH against Omega. It was like signaling we're going to go for a kill, but no, we just want to go for a tower.
I like that Jay went for the heads-up play, just tank up that meteor shower, just guarding his teammates, and was a take onto that turret. And this is the classic Onic that we know. Maybe this is the time where they can come back. This kind of jungling meta.
This is
really paying dividends for Onic-PH.
Yeah, it's working very well for these guys, I have to say. I mean, it's doing... I love that they're so aware of the camera.
Man, Wise, if you're hearing me, Wise, do not get an assist, do not get a kill, do not get a death.
Yeah.
End this game with a 0-0-0, please.
0-0-0 on your hyper carry. Fake carry, man. Fake carry. Oh my gosh. Seriously. He's been farming all game long. Literally just farming.
Oh my god.
It's so rare to see that. Oh
Is that a new recall?
I think that's a Zodiac recall.
Oh,
Zodiac exclusive recall. I forgot to activate that on my account.
I like it.
I'll be sure to check that later. And for now, it's going to be another hard-fought jungle to take here for Omega.
Like it a lot. That's what they're doing. Get the aggressive maneuver coming out from Onic-PH. And there's the threat of the next Lord for sure. And look at Wise. It's just staying in the bottom lane, just literally just farming his way out of this.
Minions.
I really don't mind him finishing it like this. I mean, you've already committed, Wise. Finish it through and through.
Yeah, just go ahead. Finish it. Go ahead.
One turret down only. Freezing the lanes as well.
Yep, freezing and waiting for that moment where they can go for the Lord. That's basically setting up for a Lord take and making sure that the minions are deep enough to get some vision.
They get the purple buff. They give it to the Farsa. I love their decision because Venus, for what it's worth, it's actually very well done in the whole game.
Funny that they're going for wave control here. Onic-PH just doesn't want to push right away.
Yeah.
Because they know that if they push too hard, the minions are going to die faster. And then that's going to do a counter push the moment that they're going to go for Lord. So they're freezing for a solid amount. When normally most laners, most teams would go for the hard push on the top lane while the Lord's happening. They're doing it
forcing the
differently.
mistake. And they're letting Omega get out of their base. This is a very smart option for Onic-PH against Omega.
This feels like a bait.
It is a
Feels
bait.
like a
It
bait
definitely
here.
is a bait. Weiss already has got the double buff actually. And this time he is the carry, but
Oops.
okay, oops.
Oops. But they are busy going for another big team fight. Jay's on the pretty bad spot, but he has immortality and he has that passive. Going to be able to make a run for it at
Patience.
And yeah, the region is just going to start kicking in over and over and over again. There's no counterplay for Omega. They cannot steal the Lord.
Weiss, don't hit anyone, please. Do not be
don't
tempted.
hit anyone. Make that a perfect
No,
record.
don't!
And he goes
Don't!
for it. It's going to be gone. It's the 0-0-1 4-hour carry at this point. And now they're going to have the Lord with the assist here for the push on the bottom side of the map. That is going to be a big thing for Onic-PH to be able to take the top and the mid.
And that's where you fast push, right? You try to turbo against your opponents, and they're trying to be going there in the middle. Thams is a non-factor against this carry.
They can't stand there. You can't absorb any carry hits at this point.
Yeah,
You
not
have
at all.
to keep spamming your way, spamming the clear the minion waves.
And the early game lineup of Omega cannot match up against the even better early game setup for Onic-PH with a jungling Hellcurt and Heath. Gonna go for the
Oh my gosh, the counter pick.
my God.
No way of the dragon for you, my friend. It's going to be a big fight, and the Lord is going to be there. They're sustaining a lot of damage from this carry, and that will be it. That's a 2-0 victory for